Well, Facebook's mission is to make the world more open and connected through the platform and through the tools that Facebook offers. And I think what it does is give the power for people to connect with each other and exchange information and exchange stories, spread messaging or do commerce, or just simply keep in touch with families and friends. If you're let's say if you have a community and you're trying to do something for the community, you can come together and as a group try to work on a cause. You can start a revolution that we saw in a lot of the Arab countries several years ago. So in my opinion, it's a very powerful tool of communication that anyone with a mobile phone can be instantly connected to more than 1 billion people around the world. Well, I have a full-time job at Facebook, but at the same time I do lots of personal projects, and I've been giving talks around the power of personal project, how this personal project that I work on mainly for fun has changed my life personally, has led to my dream job, and has led to many opportunities, like coming to Costa Rica. When I was a child, I always liked to draw because they're fun to do, and I want to just keep doing things just for the fun, and using my creativity, using my things that I learned from work. So I want to spread the message that if you really have a passion, if you have an interest, and if you follow that passion because you're mainly having fun, good things eventually will happen, and that's my message. I think it's hard to say what is the best way, because that's a very relative question. Sometimes the best way is having a one-on-one conversation. Sometimes the best way is to write a letter. Sometimes the best way is to making a phone call or writing a post. So it's very hard to say what is the best way. But I think the truth is, more than ever in the history, we have power and options to communicate our idea. So I think the difference now is that we have this superpower, anyone with a phone, to do really what they want to do and follow their passion and create something amazing for themselves. Well, creativity, I think a lot of people mix creativity with artistry, these two things, because people think that creative people are artists, but it's not true. For me, the definition of creativity is to think differently, or doing things differently, experimenting things differently. I think anyone has the creativity inside, anyone has the potential to be creative. It's just trying to look at things in a different way, being curious, and just trying different things. Well, trend is always changing. I think one trend that is here to stay is this thing called the mobile phone, right? It's the most powerful, versatile piece of computing machine that billions of people have access to. And because we've been living for the past 100 years with old media like television or print or outdoor, some people, some companies have challenges to adjust to this new medium. This new medium is here to stay for a while, and I think it's the best way to communicate with your consumers, your audience, the people you want to reach out. And I think the best way is to understand how to communicate. You know, it's smaller, it's mobile. People, when they watch video, they often don't use sound to turn on. So the rules that apply for old media is very different than this new medium. And it's, I think, the best way is to just understand this and use it and observe yourself how you use Facebook, how you use Instagram, how you use YouTube on this device, and your behavior will be this very similar experience to your consumer's behavior. Well, I think we all, in the end, we're all humans. I think the most effective way is to understand your audience. What do they need? What do they want? What kind of things that messaging that they would like to hear? So it's the communication when it's a two-way. When I'm really listening to my audience, and then start from that point. Well, that's a tough question. Hopefully my baby will be the main contribution to the world in the future. I like to think that, of course, I've worked at some of the big, important, meaningful companies like Google and Facebook, and Instagram, and I have tremendous, I feel very thankful and grateful to be part of these companies that are changing the world. But also, I'm very proud of the work that I do as an individual doing personal projects. And that's my messaging, is that if I can create personal projects that I'm having fun, made someone in a different part of the world smile, or made someone in different parts of the world think a little bit differently, that's, for me, one of the biggest joys in working with personal projects.